Let's talk about advanced SEO for online reputation management. Now, there's a few ways to do this. The first one is suppressing negative contents in search engine result pages. So dominating the search engine. There's a few ways to do this through your own web assets, which is your website. Another one is through your social media pages. And then you can also do guest posts, which I'll be showing you very shortly how to do it very simply. Then link building. So we want to link sites to each other. In your social media, you want to link your social pages to your website and vice versa. On your website, link your social media platforms. This interconnecting and link building on the web creates a vast web of content that influences each other. And also it tells Google that, hey, these things are pointing at each other, so they are legitimate and they are related. And then we want to optimize for the experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness of the site. So we don't want to use too much AI. We want to write everything as original as possible. And this is really going to help. So one thing I really recommend doing is going to a website like Fiverr and looking for people who will guest post. This is Hudson Coldblue. I do recommend using a service like Hudson's and looking through some of his different publications. What you could do is you could open your own document. Say you opened your Google Drive and you would create a new story. So if we were going to create a brand new story, here's an example. Centerline it, and let's say your name is Stevenson and you're in finance. So teaches audiences about finance. So we have an article like that. And then we would write in long form journalistic style. Of course, you can write in any style you want. We recommend doing long form journalistic style because when you publish this article, it's not going to go in with your name. It's actually going to go in with the author's name, or for example, the Ritz Herald or the Lincoln Citizen or the Madison Graph. And what you would do is maybe open with a quote. So you can learn how to write in this journalistic style, or you can use something like ChatGPT or other tools that will walk you through. But here's how I would start it. Anybody can learn finance. Those are the words of, we have Richard Stevenson, a finance professional from, and here's where we can add keywords. If, for example, this is a very well-known name, but you live in Harupa Valley, this is how you spell Harupa Valley. I believe it is past decade Stevenson. And so in journalism, we'll just use the last name, but because you want to rank for the full name, we'll actually do Richard Stevenson, being an avid professional and teacher in the finance industry. Today, he's expanding his thought leadership with his new finance website. And then we would take this and we would do what's called the backlink. So I'm going to hyperlink this. And I would do richardstevenson.com and add it here. And I would keep writing and expanding the story till I get to about 500 words. I might do 1,000 words. I might even make it longer because as long as this is giving information, I might put statistics as well. So the finance industry forecasts, and then I might put a percent and keep writing. So this will tell Google it's authoritative. It's linking out to other websites, backlinking other websites. That's going to give you some authority. I would then go download this as a document. And I would hire a gig on Fiverr. So I'd go and say, okay, Herald might be out of my budget, but I can go here to the Lincoln Citizen and I can actually go and submit my order. If you don't have a Fiverr account, I recommend creating one. It's a really good idea. Or you can use anything else. There's a lot of different sites. You can do individual outreach to blogs and websites individually. You can even create your own news website and feature one of your stories on there too. Possibilities are endless, but this is a more advanced tactic. So in addition to following all the rules we set out here, SERP domination, link building, as you see in our article, we've done a little bit of link building, but we're also making sure that we're optimizing for the experience, expertise, and authority by adding content, lengthening that word count. So that's my recommendation. Give this a shot. In general, for an online reputation management campaign, we would do about 5 of these articles a month. So from a campaign retainer, we would go in and we would either these contacts or some of our more internal contacts. We have more expensive publishers, about 1,000 publications available. So you can start here. We did start here for the first few years, transparency, and then we went on to build our own sites, work with other partners. So this is very good. Quinton's a good example, but you can look around and you can actually send messages and contact individuals. And it will give you a really good idea of domain authority, 2 other factors, which we will go over soon. But just knowing how some of these will rank. If you want to be sure, you can actually go to the website itself, type in the headline from one of the articles, or maybe remove one of the words and see if it ranks at all. This is another really good trick to just get started and begin suppression.